show was planned.
Right. It's all
pay anything.
made up. Yeah. Welcome back, y'all. Yeah, some more about weed. They don't pay you very well on Canvas. They don't.
Nope.
They do not. And the place I'm at right now does not do tips. So it's kind of like just working any retail job. But what they do is they give us large bags of free weed constantly. And I barely consume, so this is just depressing. To receive like a giant bag of weed, I often text my housemates, more weed, sad face emoticon. Like, why can't you just pay us? So now I have like 7 vape pens, 4 8s, all this stuff I'm never gonna smoke. Sativa, I have a lot of sativa. And when I get a bag of this stuff, I just want to be like, buy sativa, I don't want you, go away from me. Got a little weird comments from Lyft drivers, mostly because they think I'm a young child. I was in a Lyft the other day and we're driving along and the guy's like, oh, you have your Lyft account. And I'm like, what is that? And he's like, well, you look young, but your picture makes you look your age. And I'm like, how am I supposed to respond to that? Then he's like, I'm sure you get this all the time, but you're gonna love it when you're older. I'm like, yeah, I get it constantly. But then he says, is it a medical condition? And I was too stunned to respond creatively. I just muttered, no, it runs in the family. But I was taking a Lyft apart, and there was a child in the back. She looked like she was in her teens. And in my head, I'm like, she doesn't get asked if she has a medical condition. But it was clear we were taking her to high school. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, fancy you taking a cab to high school. Why don't you just walk or something? So I was like grumbling to myself in the front. But we drop her off, and I'm joking with the driver about it a little bit. And then we're almost to BART, and she says, wait, which high school am I taking you to? I was waiting outside a comedy show, trying to get a lift home, and the driver goes around the block a few times, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And finally he stops, because I flagged him down. He's like, I didn't pick you up because you look like young boy. And I was like, thank you for gendering me correctly. But we did the whole, you'll love it when you're older, yada, yada, yada. But he just kept saying, like young boy. And I'm like, okay. And then right as I was getting out of the car, he's like, even your voice sounds like young boy. And I'm like, okay, thank you, bye, have a good weekend. But apparently you have to be 18 or over to get into a Lyft. Something about signing contracts or something. Has anybody been carded at the library? Just this guy. All right. I was at the library trying to get a library card, and I go to circulation, and the lady's like, are your parents with you? He's like, no, they're at work. She's like, well, you have to be 18 or over to get a library card without your parent or guardian present. So I had to pull out my driver's license at the library to get a library card, and then she sent me over to where the cards happen, and they carded me over there too. Unique situation. But I was working this volunteer gig, and the woman's like, I bet I have socks older than you. What are you, 12? I go, I hope you don't have 33-year-old socks. That is fucking disgusting. I hope they're immortalized in a picture frame or something and that you don't wear them, because that is just really gross. So, more weird things about my dad, I hear you ask. I don't like this person, but I just mask it as, oh, he's interesting. He's a unique, quirky character. But I had my cat passed away a few years ago, but I talk about him a lot because he was a great cat. But now I've decided to morbidly call him my dead cat. So I'd be like, well, yeah, my dead cat used to purr really loudly, or my dead cat did this. But there was a period of time where I couldn't have him where I was living, because it's very hard to find pet-friendly housing around this area. So he was living with my dad, and my dad would, I called them meat updates. I don't know what to call them, but he would feed my cat shit that he shouldn't be eating. So I'd get these texts in all capitals that said, David Bowie loves honey baked ham! Don't feed him that processed shit! Or like, David Bowie loves seared tuna! And I'd also get these updates of like, your cat is on the roof. So I get a lot of these angled, like this picture is of just my cat looking down at my dad. And then one day I got so annoyed, I'm like, it's a thing he does. I don't need pictorial documentation of this apparent phenomenon. So apparently I ran through more of my material in the first half. Sort of searching right now for something to say, something interesting, Abel. Oh, okay. No. Well, okay. So, a sneak preview. We're gonna close the show with a song that I have made up. But I write a lot of music. It's nonsense, really. But I'm writing a country song about toast. And I'll give you a little preview about it.
Yeah.
So here it goes. And toast is just hot bread.
Yeah.
Let those people fool you with all their fancy spreads.
Yeah.
Toast it. I love your
Really good. I love it.
Thank you. Let those toasted spread and eat it. What a simple snack.
Yeah.
Make up for the money that you may lack. And then the bridge gets fun. So it's like, for no reason, here's a verse about trust. Women, whiskey, America, this country didn't used to suck. Alright, so stay tuned for that. But right now, we're gonna bring up our next improv troupe, Decade. I don't know a lot about these people, but I'm assuming that they are experts in the various decades and that they will bring them to life for you. So, without further ado, Decade.